Okay, hi Hugh, how you doing? Ian here.
I,
Lovely to meet
yeah,
you.
likewise, likewise.
Cool. And yeah, congratulations on winning this Overwater competition for 10 lessons. That's fantastic news, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
exciting. I never win anything, and I finally won something really, really good.
Ah, it's brilliant. And it's lovely to meet a fellow Overwater player. I can see you've
Oh
got
yes,
got
yeah,
yourself a nice
yeah.
Overwater base there.
Little brand check there.
Oh, that's gone really well. Yeah, nice. Well, it's brilliant to meet you. So I need to obviously know a little bit about you. So what kind of bass playing have you been doing kind of to date?
Well, I started off. I picked up a bass to play in a Cayley band, and musically speaking, I really grew musically with folk music.
Fantastic.
But having become a bass player, then branched out into all sorts of different music,
Right.
particularly sort of blues, bluegrass, a bit more rock end of things. Um,
Fantastic.
Basically, if people ask me to play music, I'll have a go at playing it because
Ah.
I just love so many different kinds of music.
So what kind of thing would you be looking to improve upon? We've obviously got a little a sequence of 10 lessons that we can work through here, so we've got to think about what we're going to do. What area in bass playing would you like to improve upon?
I'm really very open-minded because I've played for quite some time. I'm not unhappy with how I play at the moment, but looking for what else is out there. So I suppose mindset, just see what comes up.
Right, right.
Sounds like you probably have some interesting ideas on
Yeah.
that front.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean, essentially, where I like to go with my bass lessons is I like to, irrespective of whether someone's brand new to bass or been playing a little while, I like to sort of maybe go through all the basics from the ground up and make sure there's no sort of holes in your playing. So I tend to start by, we could learn some major and minor scales, and then look at how, as bass players, how we put things together in terms of you've got to learn your major and minor triads and arpeggios, moving into pentatonic scales and blues scales, then adding a bit more kind of flavour. So we add some sevenths into things, learn what we mean by ninths and tenths. Basically, make sure you've got all of those parts to your bass playing. I kind of describe them as building blocks. We kind of need to put them all together to get a picture of how we can put bass lines together. And I've been recording quite a few kind of cool play-alongs with some of my bandmates from Hamilton and different areas of my professional life. So I've got some quite cool play-alongs that actually will help us, illustrate what we're learning. And also, I've just shared with you actually a really cool playlist I've called Bass Essentials, which is a really fun playlist of songs that all bass players should or could, I don't know really. It's quite a long, exhaustive list, but there's some great stuff in there, played by some really fantastic bass players, way better than me. And I think what's quite fun is once we've learnt kind of, or reiterated all the things you need to know as a bass player, it's quite fun to look at some cool bass lines, learn to play them and break them down and see, oh well, that's that thing I learnt there and that's that thing I learnt there. So I like to just sort of work from the ground up and make sure that you've got a real grounding in everything, and learn some fun, make it fun as well. Really, I think it's important to just, learn some cool bass lines. So I think it's quite a lot we can do. So it's great that we've got kind of 10 weeks that we can
Yeah,
we can work through and see how we go. It's great stuff. Cool. I guess we'll get
sounds
started then.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice one. Fantastic.